Number one station in the street, Streetz 94.5. Ferrari Simmons, Lia Givenchy is in the building.
You already know.
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm just enjoying the weather, man. You know, Atlanta weather bipolar as hell.
Now you're in Atlanta by way of NYC, correct?
Yes, sir.
And we were just saying before we started the camera that NYC is still cold.
It is still cold. Like the other day, I think it was like about 40 something, but after being like 70. So yeah, New York weather is the same thing. Mm-hmm. They just be guessing up there.
Now, is it Lia Givenchy? Or Lia Givenchy,
whatever you want to say. Depends on where you're from. You know, if you want to be bougie, we can say Givenchy.
Where did your name come from? Is Lia your name?
Leah is my name, but Givenchy is because my mother used to wear that brand all the time. Like very sleek, very clean, and I kind of grew up trying to say that name. Okay. And I just think it's a very luxurious name. So yeah, I took that from her.
Okay. Now, are you originally from New York?
No, actually no.
Where are you originally from?
I was born and raised in Guyana, and then I migrated to Brazil because my dad is from Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then I came to Brooklyn. Yup.
Brooklyn. Now,
we all over the place. It's a melting pot.
Now, did you grow up in Brooklyn?
I came to Brooklyn when I was 17.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So you came towards like almost becoming an adult.
Yep, like a young adult. Yep.
And then okay. And so what brought you to Atlanta?
Man, the culture. I used to come down here with some of my friends, and they from Houston.
Okay.
And they used to come out here all the time. They had this thing called strip club trapping. So they used to be coming out here for that, and I used to follow them. Like when they come from Louisiana or Houston, I come from New York, and I just love the South. I love the culture, I love the weather, and the food and everything kind of reminds me of South America. Kind of reminds me of back home. So it was kind of easy to just come down here eventually.
Got you. Now let's get into the music. You do music.
Yes.
You sing?
Sing, rap, write, everything. Yep.
You're fully faceted. You do all these things. What is your favorite to do? Is it to sing, or is it to rap, or is it? Because I've heard an Afro vibe too, or a Caribbean vibe.
Yes, my favorite thing actually is that Afro beat meets reggae, meets hip hop. Like that particular mash is what I like because it kind of encompasses everything that I do. Like being West Indian, I always want to do soca music, but you know, coming to the States is like I don't know. I kind of got it, engulfed in the hip hop. So I'm like, how can I bring both? How can I mesh that? And the Afro beat to me is the closest version to that.
Okay, yeah, because that's my favorite style that you have as well. Now the rapper part. When did you start? Like, which part did you do first? Did you start rapping first, or did you start doing the more of the Caribbean Afro soca vibe first? Like, which came first?
I started rapping first.
Okay.
Like I remember I was like about 9, and my aunt had this. She had a salon, and I never forget Missy Elliott video came on that it's my window.
Yeah.
And she had the bag, the garbage, but what I thought was a garbage bag at the time. The whole sweatsuit look, and I thought that was so super duper fly.
Okay.
Pun intended.
Yeah. She is fly.
And I wanted to do that. Like I'm like, yo, and then Aaliyah to me was like everything. And like Eve and all them girls. Like I started seeing those things on TV, and I'm like, I wanted to do that. But in South America, in Guyana or Brazil, there's not like a hip hop culture like that. So once I got to Brooklyn, I'm like, this is it. I gotta do this. I gotta take a shot at this.
Okay. Now, so we you came to Atlanta, and now we're moving around in the city. And the reason why you're here is because I definitely respect your craft and the moves that you're making.
Thank you.
A lot of DJs is rocking with you. People on the radio is rocking with you. How does that make you feel as an artist?
It's like a validation, like, yeah, I'm going in the right direction and what I'm doing is the right thing. Because even in New York, I had a lot of love. But coming out to Atlanta, it's like everyone is at least willing to give you a shot.
Yes.
Even if they don't know you, if you at least look the part and sound halfway decent, they'll give you at least one shot.
Agreed.
And then when you take that shot, is what you do with it after that. It is what it is. But just the warmness of Atlanta is what I really like. Like everybody, men and women, DJs, promoters, like it's just everybody's willing to give you a shot at least one time. So man, I love that.
You sound like you could be on the radio too. Like you got a nice voice for radio. Sound like this is something you ever thought about doing a podcast or something like that?
Yeah, I actually do. Listen, I think about music and podcasting and broadcasting and stuff like that, like all in one. But I don't want to get too carried away with everything. But I do, because right now there's an app called Clubhouse, and I'm always on Clubhouse talking about all kind of different stuff. Whack 100 and I, we be running a room, and then sometimes me and my homeboy Ion, like it's just so many different things I do every day that podcasting, I think eventually might be one of the things that I kind of like, lock in on.
Yeah, you should definitely try it. Okay, so now it's about to be summer 2022. What does Lia Givenchy have coming up?
Oh my God, what we got coming up? Well, shout out to Bartica Records, which is the label I'm under. We have so many projects that's going to be rolling out. I have a record called Bank Drop that's going to be dropping on the 26th of this month.
Okay.
Pre-sale start tomorrow, so you guys can then download it. I'm going to be sharing that the link soon. But it drops on the 26th. For the summer, though, I have a project I want to put out called What She Said.
Okay.
So What She Said is gonna be everywhere. But that's gonna be my baby to drive and push. I have my makeup line, I have my edge control line, like my hair product line. All that's gonna be pushing for the summertime. Summertime the girls out the edges gotta be slicked and laid.
Okay.
So there's a lot happening.
Okay. Now, before you get up out of here, tell everybody how to follow you and your last words to anyone that's just seeing you for the first time.
You can follow me on all my social media platforms. It's the same LiaGivenchy, like the brand Lia Givenchy. You can put it together or you separate it. You're gonna get the same person. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or you could go to liagivenchy.com. That's my actual website. If you're looking for products, merch, anything like that, you could go to exoticbliss.com, and you can find everything Lia Givenchy there as well. So yeah, all my social media handles the same @Lia Givenchy.
Ferrari Talk. You know the vibes. The Streetz 94.5.